All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Sunday. We've got a 14 game slate to talk about. Good day yesterday. Let's go ahead and look at our results from yesterday. We only had two plays, right? Went really light, didn't like the slate. Um, Ended up hitting one out of two. The Mets let us down. They ended up getting beat down by the Cubs. So it was kind of a reverse split from the first game. Red Sox pulled it out in, I believe, the eighth inning. They took the lead and held it, but we ended up hitting the Phillies run line, Dodgers run line, Mariners money line parlay. Phillies and actually all three were just absolutely sweat free. You love it when that happens. All three were blowouts, and honestly, I had a good day yesterday just using variations of I just played these three teams in several different ways, and I played all three first five hit. I did some money line, um, added the Red Sox on to this ticket, so ended up hitting several different ones and had a really good day. But on stream picks here, up 2.74 units. We are up 25 units since we started giving out picks on the 9th. So really good. We'll go over these picks that are right here. They're just hidden. Oh, Yangst. What could it be? We've got two straight bets and I believe four parlays today. So I kind of like the slate today. Low key, kind of like the slate. But it's Sunday. You got to be careful. It's a crazy day. All right, first game we got Diamondbacks Phillies. Love Phillies to run it back today. I think people are going to automatically jump on Philly's first five when you look at Slade's really high ERA. However, if you go a little deeper, if we look at Slade's away earned runs, it's actually pitched quite well away. So I'd be a little leery of that first five, and especially when we look at such a massive bullpen advantage, right? Phillies are kind of teetering right there between taking the top bullpen spot from Cleveland. And if we look at the Diamondbacks bullpen, it's just not good, right? So again, don't really love hedging. I don't really love doing first fives unless there's just a massive pitcher advantage here, which initially, if you look at it, there is. But if we dig deeper, it's not as deep as we think. So I think run line, money line, full game type of stuff is a better deal here. Um, One prop that I really like is Sanchez over 4.5 Ks. All right, he is over this line in 8 of 10 home starts. And if we look at the Diamondbacks, the last 9 out of 10 lefties have hit their K prop against the Diamondbacks. And it hasn't been lights out pitching either that has hit this K prop. It's actually been some fairly mediocre pitchers that have gone over this prop, right? So, Patrick Corbin, one of the worst pitchers. Patrick Corbin hit this. We had Mackenzie Gore hit this line. We had Jose Suarez, which he is pretty good. Give him his props. Kyle Harrison, not very good. Hit that prop. Quintana, not great. Manaya, Ryan Weathers, Braxton Garrett, right? All these pitchers hit these props within the last 3 weeks. So really, that's one of my favorite pitcher props today. So Sanchez over 4.5 Ks. Really love it. All right, let's keep moving here. It's Paul Skeens Day. Oh, Paul Skeens. Love Paul Skeens over 7.5 Ks. If we look at his pitch splits here in the opposing team's rank, on paper he should have just an absolute field day. 7.5 Ks is very doable. I've never taken a Skeens over. I might today. I'm heavily leaning towards taking that. I just love the Pirates here in this spot against Aaron Savali. I know they haven't been hitting necessarily well, but they've kind of busted out a little bit this series. We're seeing a little bit more run production. It's going to be decent weather, maybe a little rain. I like Pirates. You could do first five minus -0.5. You could play full game. I like Tampa Bay team total under 3.5. So different perspectives on how you want to come at that. But I really do like several of the props in this game. All right, next game we got Yankees and Braves. I was on Braves yesterday. Very small sprinkle. Very small sprinkle. Don't like this series. I don't trust which team's going to come out. I think you're just flipping a coin. Decent pitching matchup today. I would give the advantage to Max Fried, so that makes me lean Braves money line. You could do Braves first five, however you want to cut it. I'm probably just going to completely avoid this. I won't have any plays in this, but lean would beat the Braves. All right, Blue Jays and the Guardians. Guardians got the job done yesterday. It was beautiful. Their sticks at home have just been popping. So I like them again today. Tristan McKenzie over Yusei Kikuchi. Kikuchi last start gave up, I think, 3 earned runs against Cleveland, and that was at home. So I think away, where Cleveland has just been so good, 25-9. I don't know how you could not bet Cleveland today, unless you have some kind of weird hunch. So this line seems a little off. I think the line is based on the fact that McKenzie has been struggling a little bit. I think today is a day he probably 2-3 earned runs, right? I don't think he goes out and pitches phenomenal, but I think Cleveland can out-hit Toronto and outscore them. And 2-3 is being generous, considering the Blue Jays bats have been very, very cold. So yeah, I maybe would lean Nerfy here as well. I think Nerfy could hit, but no Nerfy plays for me today. Not on Sunday. Yesterday, I nailed this game quite nicely. I said it's White Sox or the under in this game because it's in very, very similar situation today. I think you could look Tigers first five today, but ultimately, we look at Jonathan Cannon. He pitched 8 2/3 innings against the Astros, and he gave up 2 hits or something like. Well, no, it was more than 2 hits. Sorry, it was like 6 or 7 hits, but didn't give up any runs. But he pitched to contact. There wasn't very many Ks either. So again, I lean. It's just too much juice on a Tigers team that can't hit. I'm not laying 180 on this team. Do they probably win? Yeah, statistically speaking, but you're better off taking the 150 with the White Sox and rolling the dice, but no play for me in that one. All right, Red Sox and the Reds. Bullpen game for the Red Sox. Nick Lodolo on the hill for the Reds. Pretty decent pitching advantage for the Reds, I would say, but Zach Kelly's not been bad. He kind of has bounced back and forth between the minors and the majors this year, but I watched him pitch against the Yankees. He was pretty good. But huge pitching advantage to Lodolo. I don't like either team in this game, to be honest. My lean is actually towards the Red Sox, but the Reds have been showing a little life with the bats. They've been hitting it out of the park. Another good hitting day from a wind perspective. Winds are going to be blowing out. A little cooler than yesterday, and it's going to be overcast. Doesn't say rain on here, but there will be some rain at some point during this game. And yeah, I just lean Red Sox here, but instead of taking a team, I like the under 9.5. I don't see Lodolo giving up a ton of runs, and I don't see Boston's bullpen chucking up runs left and right either. So this line's a little too high for me. All right, next game. Like I said yesterday, Mariners Marlins. We had Logan Gilbert on the mound. He was brilliant. Absolute blowout of a game. Marlins bullpen is just taxed. Like I said, we saw 4 straight games where they went into extra innings. They did have a day off after the Cardinals series, but they have a bullpen game today. There should just be runs. The Mariners should be scoring runs again today. I like first 5, minus half a run. I like money line, run line. Anything Mariners today, I think Bryce Miller has a lot of success against this lineup. If we look at his pitch splits versus opponents' team ranking, it says he should have a pretty decent day for him. And the Marlins have just been real streaky with the bats. And we've seen the Mariners bats kind of come to life. So really like them today. That's actually, I think that's my top team today. First or second on the rankings. All right, Orioles, Astros. I was on Orioles, very, very small. I actually paired it with the Braves, and they got smacked again. So I'm going back to the well. If I had to pick a team, I'm going Orioles. I just don't think they lose 3 straight. I think they get to Framber Valdez. Suarez has been pretty decent, not a high strikeout guy, so that's a little concerning. And the Astros could potentially feast on his fastball. But if we look at the pitch splits for Valdez, heavily favors the Orioles, right? They're hitting all of his pitches top 5 in the MLB. So heavy lean towards the Orioles and either way, they've been hitting extremely well off of left-handed pitching. They're batting .360 over the past 7 days. So Heavy lean towards the Orioles, especially at plus money. I'll take that gamble. All right, Giants at Cards. Cardinals won yesterday. Giants, I think, got out to an early lead, and then the Cardinals just took it and never looked back. I see a similar type situation today. Logan Webb going up against Sonny Gray. Logan Webb has been quite good away. He's better. He's been better away, I should say. He's really good at home. But I like Sonny Gray in this spot. I would take them money line. You could potentially look at run line. I mean, wonderful value at plus 170, especially after yesterday. Nerfy should be really good in this game. If you're a Nerfy person, this is a really good game to take that on. I didn't look at what the value is. If I had to guess, it's probably juiced. It's probably 140 or 150 by now. I do like Sonny Gray over 1.5 earned runs. He has hit this line last 3 or 4. So I think that's a potential there, but ultimately really like Cardinals to take this one home today. All right, Rangers and Royals. I actually expected this line to be so much higher. We got Alec Marsh on the mound for the Royals. Last time he started, he faced the Oakland Athletics last week and was just serving up meatballs, just throwing it right down the middle, letting them crush it. I think they got 6 or 7 runs. The Oakland Athletics got 6 or 7 runs on this guy. That's been kind of routine for him this year. He'll have a couple of good games and some terrible games, and then he'll have a good and a bad and a good and a bad and a bad and a bad. So he's a lot of ebbs and flows with this guy. Going up against Max Scherzer, making his debut, season debut. Right, so love him in this spot. I like Rangers money line, run line. I think Marsh gets crushed, and Scherzer should find some success. I just don't know what his pitch count is today, so that's the only thing. We don't know how long he'll go, so could look at like a first 5. I didn't put that on there, but first 5 could be awesome. I'm sure the value is probably not great on that though. Yeah, love that spot. We'll see. It all depends on what kind of Alec Marsh comes out, but either way, I don't trust the Royals bats to score a lot of runs. All right, next game. This game hurt last night. Had Nats last leg of a parlay. They were up 2 going into the 9th and blew it. So that sucked. I almost cashed out. Because I didn't trust their closer. And gut instinct was right, but really like the Nats today. Going back to the well, just a big pitching advantage today for them. So again, you can look first 5. I'm just going to go full game. I mean, at the end of the day, the Nats bullpen is significantly better than the Rockies. So going right back to the well there. Twins and Athletics. I put the Nerfy on here. I kind of like it. I like Hogan Harris. I actually think he's a really good pitcher. Going up against Pablo Lopez. Pablo's been a little bit spotty, but what we saw yesterday was the Twins bats finally came to life with runners in scoring position. So riding them, those bats have been hot. So Nerfy there, you could look at. I'm not doing it. You could look at Twins run line, Twins money line. Run line's nice value at minus 105. So that's an option. I just don't know if I trust Pablo Lopez that much, to be honest. All right, next game, Brewers Padres. Padres, let's see, what were they up? 6-0, and Brewers hit like a grand slam in the top of the 9th. So really wasn't a whole lot of offense. All the runs came in one inning, basically. Padres got all theirs in an inning, and Brewers got theirs in an inning. So it was kind of a boring game. Tobias Myers going up against Michael King. I would say Padres do have the pitching advantage here. They have the hitting advantage if we look over the last 7 days and the last 14. So really, I like Padres here. I could see some runs being scored again. I'm just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with 8.5. I think it's under that number, but not going to touch that either way. Lean would be towards Padres, though, in this game. So lean Padres, not going to be betting this game. All right, Mets and Cubs. Wait, I feel like we already talked about that, but maybe we didn't. Anyway, we talked about it before. So, yeah, Mets got smacked around yesterday. They smacked the Cubs around first game, so we got the rubber match here. Severino going against Assad. It should be a really good pitching matchup. Today, the wind is not blowing straight out like it has been the last couple days. It's blowing in. And we see that reflected in the over-under. I think it was 11 and 12, maybe the first two games, all the way down to 8. So should be a pretty good pitcher's duel. I would say advantage Mets, just with the sticks and everything, but coin flip game. Cubs have been playing pretty decent at home, right? They had Cardinals, I believe, and then Mets. So they've been at home for a while now. Lean would be Mets. I think Mets come back and take this game today. And then prop I like is Assad over 4.5 Ks and over 1.5 earned runs. So a couple of props I like there. And that's going to do it for the slate. Let's take a look at our best bets for today. All right, straight bets. Reds and Sox under 9.5, minus 118. I think that might have jumped to like minus 120 now, but still decent value there. Pirates first 5, minus half a run, minus 125. And then for our parlays, these are kind of like my top 3 today: Mariners, Twins, Pirates, plus 295. And then we've got Phillies, Rangers, Cardinals, plus 340. And those are all just straight money lines. We got Phillies, Mariners, Twins, run line. So we're saying they're going to win by 2. We're only sprinkling half a unit on that. It's plus 654. But I do like that today. It's possible. And then our last one is going to be Guardians, Nationals, Padres. So I guess I am touching the Padres game. I didn't think I did, but I got it on here. Money line there, plus 478. So that's what we're going with today. Hopefully these hit. We're going a little heavier on the parlays. Maybe not the greatest idea on a Sunday, but I see value in all those. So typically try not to go too hard on Sundays, but I do think there's a lot of value in these. Anywho, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And also have a poll under the community tab. Let me know about the video links you'd like to see. And good luck on this Sunday, and I'll catch you on the next video.